This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Blue State Trading Frank. It is February 27, 2020, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Absolutely beautiful, cold, very windy, 45-hour winds here on the waterfront in Jersey City. It is a second day of the full moon. I looked up at the moon. I went to get some dog food from Stop and Shop. I looked up and I said, God is great. Beautiful moon with a North Star next to it. And I spoke to a member about that. I said, go outside and take a look at it. You think I'm kidding around? I used to put the moon calendar out there thanks to my great loyal member and friend, Fish Eyes, who sleeps too early. That's why he can make it on the webinars. And is one of the best SPX traders that I've ever known. Lives out in Long Island. And we used to share the moon calendar. The moon calendar does matter to the markets. I don't want to get into it right now. But I'm telling you, it was beautiful. When you look up at that sky and you feel good, despite whatever happened to you today, say a prayer and attack the market like we do. On that note, this is a strategic, I shouldn't say emergency, I call it DEFCON 5 webinar. I'm doing a webinar almost every 2 days, just for one reason, to keep all of you focused, to share my thoughts, what's going on this unprecedented, monumental, historical move in the markets. I've been through a lot of markets since 1996, 1998, 1996 when I joined Wall Street. I had no idea about markets. I did, of course, I came from Putnam Investments, but I really started to understand the markets around 1998, 1999. As a trader, I didn't understand the markets as a technical trader till early 2000s. So I do know markets. And in the last couple of years, I do know this new market, which we call the new normal, which is the algorithmic high-frequency trading robotic markets, which I try to share my experiences with you guys every single day. So do listen, respect, try to learn, use your own gut instincts, and move on. So saying all that, what is happening in the markets right now is unprecedented. Full disclosure, this is purely for financial education, not for any solicitation or advice. And every one of the new members or old members or mid-level members should, at one point or another, sign up for the advanced coaching sessions so I can really share my thoughts, teach you guys everything that I've learned over the years. I'm still sitting here in this business, and I'd like all of you to be successful. That's my wish. So saying all that, what we are witnessing here, ladies and gentlemen, I need you guys to think about that before you go to bed. Many of you are new traders, which is great. When I do the profile interview, when anybody joins my service, free trial or as a new member, I ask them a bunch of questions. How long have you been in the market? How long have you been trading? And when somebody says, I've been only trading for 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, I say, great. Why do I say great? Because they're not carrying baggage of losing thousands or who knows, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've lost numbers way back in the past that many of you probably have not even made in your careers. I have. Okay? Why do you think my dogs are pissed at me sometimes? But I've made back 3 times, 4 times, 5 times over. Because I attack the market. And as I learn more of the technical stuff on the markets and all these charts that talk to me, and I know many of you are really starting to, I'm forcing you guys to really look at these and let them talk to you too. And you're going to do the same. It does not matter what happens in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week. It's what happens over a period of time, which is not years, which is a month, 2 months, 3 months. Okay, let's get back to what's happening right now. What is happening right now is so unprecedented, so monumental, so historic that any of you who are flat to slightly up, like my friend Z said, and whoever else, is going to be the most unbelievable trader making obscene money going forward. Because anybody who was green today, flat or slightly down, on a day that we had one of the largest drops in US American financial history, almost 1,200 points. That last happened was back in 2018, late January, early February. You guys are going to be monsters. Because whatever you did to keep your account green means you shifted positions, you focus, like Z said, on one stock, or you played upon some of the biggest hardcore winners, 100, 200, 400% on the coronavirus plays that I have been talking about before the coronavirus crap exploded, like mRNA, from 19 to 40. In how long? 2 weeks. Show me other services who do this for you. I'm not patting myself in the back, but I'm asking you, show me other services who do this for you. TDOC that we have traded intermittently for the last 4 months, all the way from 60. And then we re-entered. CODX, a symbol I can't even pronounce, Co-Diagnostics, that I just mentioned to you guys this week. From what to what? Can somebody tell me if they actually did it? Forget it. I don't have time for that. From $3.70, the stock went after hours today at the highs of 19. Actually, after hours, it went to what? 22? It went to 20. How long? 4 days. Gave you guys Gilead, which we made some serious profits if you sold at the open, from all the way from 66. Where did Gilead go today? Gilead Sciences? It's like a boring old man who just moves on. Not an old man like me, like an exciting guy, right? 279, 78, 88. Pre-market, it was at 82. Regeneron. We played the game. I made some nice money. Was up $20 from the time that I told you to buy 2 days ago. All coronavirus plays. More importantly, all real companies. Told you guys to buy IBIO thanks to my good friend Scott, who's been a loyal member, who used to know me from StockTwits, joined us on April 15th. Big shout out to Scott. First Class Travel, that's the name of his company. Big shout out to that. Anytime you guys want to travel, call him, First Class Travel. I believe in Virginia. IBIO gave it to us at 50 cents. Stock after hours went to $1.20. I sold most of mine around 88 to 90 cents. What more can you guys ask for? More importantly, what many of you are doing wrong is you are not position sizing, you're not shifting, and you want to know everything in real time. Well, like that thing that I read the other day from that trader on Instagram, all of you have great dreams, but few of you really want to put in the blood, sweat, and tears, right? So frigging sign up for the advanced coaching sessions if you really want to understand the dynamics of how to do all this stuff, because I'm like coaching as much as possible on the real-time Twitter feed to the point where sometimes I'm delayed on my trade because I have to post a chart for you guys. One day very soon, I'm serious think about it. I'll just close out the service, get a bunch of guys who really are dead serious, charge them a bunch of money, capitalism, and say, okay, let's do real mirror trading. You see my trades, You do your own stuff, and then you make money. And I'll probably do that. Okay, let's move on. Just a sampling of stuff. Oh, did we forget Square? Did we forget Dexcom intraday? And did we forget so many of the big reversals that we saw intraday that you could have taken profits on? Am I with you guys, or hopefully I'm pissing some people off?
Yeah, we're with you.
Okay, Aldi, you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, don't call me sir. The only people who call me sir is the Queen of England. They call me Sir. They call me Sir Clueless. And I told the Queen, you know what? I love you, but Diana was assassinated, you know, by whatever, and she was the prettiest woman in the whole family. And what's the other one who got married to Harry, and then they moved to Canada? Meghan, right? Meghan's very cute too, but then they kicked her out of England. Okay, that's the way it goes. So, Mr. Carrera, Ray, are you still on mute, or can you speak?
I'm on mute, but I can speak.
Oh no, not a problem. Not a problem. Good to hearing your voice. Okay, so let's clean this up. Let's get back to the productive stuff. So let me start off with this market. I swear to God, I have never seen, and of course not me, everybody else has it. You know, market historians, this is unprecedented. Now, one of the reasons why this is happening is not just coronavirus. It is happening because for 2-3 years, and listen to this carefully, all the big hedge fund managers were completely underperforming the market in a big way. They were like, the market was up 30%. They were up like maybe 5%. Some of them were down 5%. And I'm talking guys who are managing billions of dollars from Greenwich, Connecticut to New York to Long Island to Dubai. Like, these are hedge fund guys. Are you guys with me? Are you guys connected?
Yes.
Okay, listen carefully what I'm going to say, because this is the shit that happened in the market that they don't talk about on the media. Okay, I'm telling you straight out. I worked for a hedge fund for about 9 months, and then I said goodbye. And they were nice. They were like, Frank, you're just very weird about your trading. I said, yes, I am. That's why I'm going to do it on my own. And I made them money. They took percentage of it. I kept a little bit. But they had so many rules and regulations. I'm like one of these independent patriots. I'm like, F you, I'm walking out. So saying all that, and that was back in 2011, out in Park Avenue, New York. So anyway, and you know what the best part is? I don't have to commute anymore. That's my biggest joy. I can walk my dogs at 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning. I wake up at 5. I check the markets. I'm like, oh my God, I'm ripping my few hairs out. I'm like, oh my God, futures are down that much. Okay, let me see what I'm going to do. I put my charts up. First chart that I look at is what? Let's see how good somebody is. What's the first chart that I look at on my screens when I turn it on? Take a guess.
S&P overnight.
That's something I look at on my iPhone, Mike. But what's first chart I look at right after 8 p.m. when I'm looking at my screens, when I turn on my big desktops, my powerhouses? Take a guess, guys. Take a guess, guys. I'll give you a hint. It's the opposite of the market.
The VIX.
Thank you. The first thing I look at is the VIX. I look at the VIX futures on my iPhone. Yes, what the VIX is going to do is what's going to keep you alive going forward. Exactly. Thank you. What we do in the business, we are, I mean, seriously, this market is not for anybody. And the reason I'm still smiling, and the reason I'm still motivating you guys, and the reason I'm still alerting you and moving you guys forwards, I want you to be like that. This market is such a freaking dangerous market, and we're still making money. Hello, wake up and smell the frigging coffee or whatever you want to smell. It's amazing. Bull markets, bear markets are all very difficult. When the markets go up like this, how many times did many of you, and myself included at a certain time, say, oh, the market's like overstretched, and I did not ride my own alerts all the way? Did it not happen to you guys? When Apple was running up 50, 60 bucks in a matter of a week, did you guys say, oh, I just made like 30,000 bucks on it? No, I didn't hear anyone say that. Am I right or wrong? I need some feedback, guys. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Yeah, I'm not right because I'm saying I'm right. I'm dead right.
I agree.
So when the market is freaking falling like this, it's the same mentality. Like, oh my God, it's going to just completely go down here. We're going to be Zimbabwe and Congo. I'm just picking countries which are the worst economies in the world. Or Nicaragua or Venezuela. Okay? So it's the same mentality. Guys, don't participate in this huge move, which I kept on pushing. Uptrend higher, uptrend higher. I'm not even going to say if I'm right or wrong. It's getting annoying. Okay? So now, this same crap is happening. We are catching bits and pieces of the SPY shorts. 100% here, 200% there. And we're still making money on different sectors, which is the reason, one of the reasons why the market's falling. And some of you are not even in there. Hallelujah. Daddy's not going to be proud of you. Mommy's going to say you're going to go in the detention room. It's the same mentality. You people who are shit scared of heights, people who are shit scared of depths can never make money in the stock markets. So what I'm talking about is far beyond technicals. That is the mental amygdala. Look it up. The part of your brain which is risk, fight or flight. You can handle that. You're not going to make money in a bull market. You're not going to make money in a short-term bear market. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. If I was a 10-year-old kid and explaining all this stuff to you, guys say, oh, he's a kid, he doesn't know life. I know life better than most of you guys inside out, okay? Trust me. I've dealt with people you guys don't even want to meet. And I've dealt with people you would love to meet. Okay, let's move on to what's happening here. Technicals do not justify panic, unprecedented historical sell-offs. Since the Great Depression, we have never had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 day 35, almost 3,500 point drop on the Dow Jones Industrial Average in a matter of days. Can somebody explain to me why this happened so fast, so quick? And please, let's not waste each other's time. It's 9:04 p.m. Come on, guys, I need a response.
Fear.
Why is this happening so fast? So, okay, what? Fear? There's always fear. There's fear in a bull market and a bear market, not the answer.
It's machine driven, so sell-offs are fast.
Thank you, which I've said that 900 zillion times. Thank you, Z. It is completely, the market and our economy and our minds almost are completely machine driven. It's called algorithmic high frequency trading black boxes. How many times did I write that on my Twitter feed? Many of you are still stuck in the 2000s, 2010, 2012 period, 2015. This is 2020. This is the age of the matrix. Even the old bums running $15 billion say, it's the machines who are really screwing up our thing. Yes, they finally realized it's algorithmic high frequency trading, what we call HFT. Black boxes with super zillion gigabytes of power, codes written by Indian, Chinese, Russians, and Americans, and Ukrainians, the smartest minds in the world when it comes to coding. You think I'm smart? I'm a goddamn idiot, but I know how to read the smartness. Exactly. Z is smart. He's in the computer business. And all those great immigrant cultures who built some of the greatest companies in our country. Americans, Ukrainians, Russians, Indians, Chinese, Koreans, Nigerians, not sure yet. People from South America, not sure yet. Mexico, no, I don't know yet. Carlos Slim is a multi-billionaire because he sold cell phones. Doesn't need any technology. The Cali, Medellin, and the Sinaloa cartel, yeah, keep on selling drugs to New York and California. Okay, that's great. No, that doesn't require brains. All right, guys. So, welcome. These are the reasons why the market is doing this. 3,200 points. Sick. Somebody please mute the microphone, please. Don't give me a headache. It's 3,200 points in a day. So if you guys are sitting there saying, "Oh, help me, Frank, just get me up there," well, wake up and smell the coffee. The markets can go lower, and in between you're going to have sharp rallies. You got to be in the right sectors and the right stocks. You got to move fast. If you don't have time during the day, don't trade. Sit back. Square. 3 months from now, when the virus goes into remission or goes on a vacation to Cancun, Mexico, the market is going to be 1,000, 1,200, 3,000 points higher. You buy Square, somebody's going to buy them for $100. That's the way you do business. Don't just sit on SDGR and thinking, Schrodinger that Frank said to buy at 27 and then went to God knows where. I'm going to sit on that. Great, you did well on that. What about missing all the great other trades? See, ever think of that? All the money that we don't make, and I'm guilty of that many times. Okay, all the money that you don't make is all the money that you lose. Write that down as a trader. Slap that on front of your desk. All the money that you don't make is all the money that you lose. So let's get into technicals and focus on this for a minute. I'm going to show you a bunch of charts. So what's happening here? What's happening here is complete madness. We have a little blip. Futures are up 1250. Big frigging deal. The markets ran up very nicely earlier on today. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Still about 11.
So if you have time to watch the computer, take the 40-50% on that run up. Don't just sit there wishing, oh God, we're just going to be on a one-way string up. No, we won't. Wake up and smell the coffee, guys. You know what they say? You're going to be out of the woods. Like I always said, we're always in the woods. Life is the woods. Anyone watch Netflix? Anyone watch Netflix?
I don't.
Okay. Anyone has watched any shows on Netflix?
Not a one.
How much money did we make on Netflix today on the call that I told you guys to buy in the morning? Of course, no one did. So go sit in the back of the classroom. We made almost 90% on the Netflix calls right off the morning. So I don't care whether you watch Netflix or not. Make 90% of your money. Netflix calls are not that cheap, so you can buy it for $100. You gotta pay it for a little bit more. Did anyone trade my Netflix calls today, this morning? From 8, I believe 8, not 8, from about 5 or 6 to almost 12. Did anyone trade the Netflix call that I asked you guys to buy? Just say yes or no. I don't care. I'm tired of caring.
I did not.
I'm sorry? Okay, forget it. None of you guys did. Okay? Watch Netflix. Netflix is going to be a frigging $500, $600, $700 stock. Just the way I told you guys when Tesla was at 300, it was going to be a $1,000 stock. It will still be a $1,000 stock. There's a show called Five, an English show, British. Hello, darling. Would you like to see little serial killers happening? One of the most intelligent shows you'll ever watch. Watch it. Now you wonder why Netflix goes up like nuts on days that the markets are falling. Let's move on. Woof. So for active traders, very simple stuff, guys. There are fast-moving stocks that start happening right away after the market opens. If you have time to watch the screen, trade them. I try to post as much as possible. I do a lot of trades on the sidelines that I don't even have time to post. But some of the big ones, I will post. So if you have time and you're sitting around scratching your chin or your beard or your left ear, asking for miracles, well, the miracles are happening in the stock market. You just have to act on it. Am I clear on that?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, and you guys don't have to be children. You guys just need to grow up a little bit. Like I say, hashtag time to grow up. Seriously, guys, okay? Futures are up 20 right now. And it's just this little green blob. That's almost like one of my dog is pooping and it turned green. I'd be very worried if my dog's poop turned green. That means I'm living in a radioactive community. It means nothing. So when they say, oh, are we out of the woods? By the time the so-called media and all your gurus from all your other services say, oh, it's time to buy, it's the time to sell. And what is exactly that line? Can somebody tell me? And this is for your own benefit, guys. I'm actually adjusting that line. This is the reason I make money in the worst markets ever and try to help you guys as much as possible. What is the number that the markets have to get to? Then you're going to get a sell-off. But if it breaks above that, guys, please don't waste my time. Come on. What is the line that the markets have to get to? There are two lines. By the way,
The resistance line?
By the way, I know you're trying, but and please, somebody mute the thing. What is the resistance line? You're close to the answer. What is the real resistance line, Aldi? Guys, the more you understand my chart, the more shitload of money that you guys will make in every market possible. What is the resistance line? Somebody else step up. Oscar,
The white.
Jason. Who's that? Jason Fox?
$50 fib.
Jason Fox. Oh, Jason Telvey. Okay, yeah, Jason Fox, man. That's my bridge engineer from the Midwest. I was like super excited. Yeah, I haven't seen it. He makes crap loads of money off my thing. Mr. Telvey, I know you're a new guy, man. And we're doing the session Saturday morning. This Saturday, I told my wife, I got to sit with these boys. I'm going to just, beat them into shape. All right. There is no 50 fib here. Do you see if, oh, yeah, there is a 50 fib. Oh, I'm a goddamn idiot. I'm sorry. No. What is the first resistance line? It has to do with the fib. Please look at the charts. Oh, I like this. They are starting to turn. Remember your first date with the hottest girl that you never married? You still think about her? I don't. When she started, when this line started, the stochastic started to turn. And you were like, she actually likes me. She texted me back, or she gave you a kiss after dinner and said, I'll see you later. And you're like, oh shit, man, almost home run. That's when the stochastics are turning. That's when the McClellan oscillator from 400 down. Wow, it's 409. 409? It's 397 right now. Oh my God. Do you realize what is going on? Okay, let's move on. Sorry, I got too excited. I got emotional about the indicators. Guys, just want you to understand this, and you guys are going to make a lot of money. That's all I got to say. Futures are up 21. Big deal. What is the first level of resistance, aside from the 50 fib, that the market, in my opinion, will go to? Please, guys, use your eyes. 2,900. I didn't see 2,900 anywhere on my thing. Oscar. Jason, I want you to start using your eyes a little bit. You don't need to be a frigging rocket scientist, you know? Technical trader. And please, next time, get a frigging headphone and a headset. Zafar. What is the first line of resistance, guys, of this candle that's forming?
50 days?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's
What
for
is the next?
29.87.
What is that? Thank you.
29.87.
What is the next line over it? Thank you, Z, for taking everyone out of their misery. But everyone's trying. That's a good thing. But you know, I see the big sign on the New Jersey Turnpike from one of the big football coaches. You guys know that what it says, right? Nobody gives a shit when you try. Everybody bows next to you when you win. Trying is fine. Do you think your wife likes you when you're trying hard to make a lot of money, or your boyfriend or your partner? No, it's when you bring in the big fat paychecks and you win. That's when they love you. So stop trying. This is the first line I was looking for. I want you guys to train your eyes to look at my frigging charts. Somebody said, who is such a dick? I don't care if I'm a dick or not. I'm trying to help you guys. You think I enjoy these webinars? Yeah, I'll give you a secret. I actually do. 29.87. What is the next line of resistance? Can somebody tell me based on my lines that I've drawn? In fact, I will correct it right now.
3.15 burası.
What? Did you speak Chinese? Like, what'd you say? What is the next line of resistance? Over
30.29.
Thank you. Cannot. Oh, by the way, I'm going to just close the webinar right now. Seriously. Are you guys not like, is my screen not like clear? Or you may be looking at like 4-inch Apple iPhones from 10 years ago? Once you get the XX Max or big iPhone or iPad, whatever. Are you guys not looking at the lines and the numbers that are already in front of you? The answers for all your high school, SAT, GMATs, and your great accounting and all your exams are right there. I'm just asking, are you guys not seeing it? I need an answer. I'm not moving forward till I get an answer for everybody. Aldi.
Yes.
Franco doesn't have a mic. Jason, are you seeing it? Jason, are you seeing it? Okay, no answer. Then why aren't you answering? Why aren't you putting it down on the thing? You're a big baller. You run businesses. The numbers are there. You think the numbers are for a joke? These are the numbers that make you guys thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars. What about the rest of you guys? All right, forget it. What's the same people are going to answer? I know it. So this is the breakout line, right? So I'm going to change the color. Guys, what we do for a living is not a joke. These markets are vicious, and we're still making money. Go talk to your broker or whatever you have at Morgan Stanley or, you know, American Express, whatever. Tell them to predict the markets and make you real money. They do nothing. They give the money to a fund manager, so they get their 8% commission, and they have no idea what the frigging thing is happening with the stock markets. Do you guys want to do that? Fine. You want to make you real serious money, managing your own money? That's what we do here. That is your big breakout line. Now, above the breakout line is what? Above the breakout line is what? This is the big breakout line. That happened on this October 28th, 2019. So this is a major, major support that we completely broke through today. We actually bounced off that earlier on today. That's why we were only down 175 to 200 points at one point in the morning. And then we sliced through after that. Above this line is what is the next resistance, Aldi? Come on, guys, I'm tired. Is anybody out there? $30.66, Oscar says. By the way, are you guys still connected? Can anybody still hear me? Because I'm going to shut down the webinar right now. Honestly, I'm not kidding.
We can hear you, Frank.
Then why the heck is nobody answering? Oh, man, I'm so exhausted. I'm just going to do my Twitter feeds, no more webinars. What's wrong with you guys, man? Seriously. Live in America. You guys have a home to go to, heat, food to eat on the table, an internet connection to do whatever you want, including listening to my webinars, and nobody answers. Seriously, I'm so thoroughly disappointed in so many people. Yes, Oscar, 3066. That is the 50 Fibonacci level. That's where we're going to go. So Z, do me a quick calculation from where we are right now, 2978 to 3066, which is the, I'm going to make this line really big.
That's about 700 Dow points.
There you go. We are going to go up 700 Dow points within the next 5 trading days. So position yourself whatever you want. Now, if we slip and down and coronavirus, this is the biggest risk of the markets right now. If we get real, not fake garbage coming out of different media outlets, corona issues, from what I said. What did I say about the last webinar about Flushing? I made a racist comment. I said Flushing, like a off-the-boat Korean would say. I live in Flushing, right? My best friend, a couple of my best friends are Korean. Nothing to do with that, okay? Or Queens. And we get real coronavirus issues there. What's good? What do you think is going to happen to New York City? Shut down. My son's classes are going to be shut down in Gramercy Park. Wall Street's going to be shut down partly. Boom, 1,000 points down. So let's pray when we go to tonight. I don't care where you guys live, because nobody gives a crap if there's coronavirus in Minnesota or Idaho or New Orleans, Florida, yeah, kinda, or any one of these states which don't matter to the U.S. economy. Okay, California, New York, East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, certain parts, Chicago, Ohio, big manufacturing part. Coronavirus creeps in. See you later. We're going to be down here. But aside from that, and we have no idea. Aside from that, we're going to bounce back up to the 55th. And how many points was that, Z? How many points was that?
704 to be exact.
I mean, give me a number because I am not calculating on my $1. Huh?
700 Dow points we mentioned, right? You said we're going to go up to 3066.
I didn't say that, but Mr. Fibonacci from the 1900s said that, okay? Italian mathematicians were some of the best in the world. So there we go, astronomers and mathematicians. Yes, 700 Dow points. Max move. At the 55th, there's going to be a big battle. Just the way there was a big battle at the 55th to go higher, and then we fell. So that 700 Dow point. Can you guys handle 700 points on the Dow Jones Industrial Average and Boeing up 10, 15 bucks, Apple up $6, $7, Facebook up $3, $4, Tesla's up $30, Amazon's up $40, $50, Square up another $5, and the rest of our stocks, SPICE up about 200%. You guys can handle that, right? You guys can handle that?
Yep.
Exactly. Good. So get freaking ready for it. As long as we don't get a accelerated corona, real corona issues with actual cases. And that's really basically what it is. But please, for God's sakes, when I'm asking you simple lines where I have the numbers here, I gotta draw another line. Guys, gotta look at the charts a bit. I mean, come on. Your kids are smarter than you in 3rd grade looking at these things. You know, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but seriously, I'm freaking tired right now after everything that I delivered all day long. After this, we're just going to look at charts. And nobody answers. I mean, come on, that's great. Okay, 29.34. Worst case scenario, we are going to, if we complete the breakdown, 28.54. Z, give me a quick calculation, please.
What were the numbers again?
From 29.34 down to 28.53.
It's nearly 650 Dow Jones.
Really? How is that possible? I mean, just visually speaking. 29.34, 29.54 is 20 points. No, I'm sorry, it's 100. How much is that? I gotta get my calculator out. How much is that? Quick, somebody help me, please.
That was 81 points, right? Or
guys, get your frigging iPhones out and do the quick calculations, all right? Come on. I mean, Z's trying to help me out here, but most of you guys just in there twiddling your thumbs, you know? Okay, so what is 29.54 minus 29.34? 29.34 minus 28.54. Freaking, I'm getting
points. Sorry, 20 points. I misunderstood the numbers. That's 20 points.
No, it's not 20 points. I'm getting my $1 calculator out. I bought this from Dollar General, by the way, because all my fancy calculators broke down. And you know what made me more money than? It's 80 points. What are you talking about? It's 20 points. Okay, you're more smart than that. 29.34 minus 29.50, 28.54 is 80 points. So 80 times 8 on the Dow Jones is 640 Dow points. This is what we can still go through. Remember my last webinar, and I still saying it, we are still not that technically overbought to the level where I'm seeing the crossover down. Do you guys see my VIX charts when I post it? Before I leave the chart, we still have 640 points left on the Dow to go down, which would bring us down to roughly 24,000. And that'll is going to freak out. He's freaking out right now. And he can't do anything. Unfortunately, he can't do anything. Because like I said, what was the post that I put earlier on today, which I want you guys to understand, because I'm not like a political jingoistic, if somebody knows what that means. You know, hardcore fanatic, you know, about politics. But what did I say about today? What some of the hedge funds were doing. Does anyone remember? It was a political statement that I made. Does anyone remember? I'm not going to pick on you if you don't remember. And I'm tired of looking at people posting stuff, you know. Oh, actually, I left that screen on. Does anyone remember what I put out there in the middle of the afternoon about George Soros?
I never saw it. I was doing
Okay,
something.
that's only acceptable if you didn't see it, but see it. I said
That-
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, they're manipulating.
He's been predicting the market, like he's been run since like 2013, something like that.
No, I didn't say all that. Don't make it up. I said George Soros and the hardcore bearish short funds. And please, anyone doesn't know who George Soros is? He's a Hungarian Jew who is an unbelievable entrepreneur, multi-billionaire, who basically hates Trump. And I don't care, you know, hates Trump or not, but he hates the U.S. markets. Since God knows how many years, he has always predicted the U.S. markets would crash. He shorts the U.S. markets, means bets against the U.S. markets with billions and billions and billions of dollars anytime the market is weak. So guys, wake up and read my tweets. I don't expect to remember any one of them, but at the end of the day, read them. You know why? Don't make me happy, because I don't care if you're happy or not. Make yourself happy, because then you're really going to understand the markets. I'm scrolling down right now to show you guys. People say, oh, I need to really learn. Well, why don't you frigging read my tweets during the day? I mean, tweets during the day. Treats I only give my dogs. This is a real-time learning experience. I can't even, you know, it's somewhere there. I said George Soros, and look at this guy. This idiot from Canada, David Rosenberg. Why do you think I put this? For humor? I'm trying to educate you guys, or like we say in New York, trying to educate you guys. Trying to educate you guys. Yo, man, trying to educate you. Seriously. Rosenberg. Since 2009, when the markets were a gazillion points lower, we're up God knows how much higher, from 600 to S&P 500 to we went to 3,400. 400%, 500% higher, just from the S&P 500. This idiot has always said the market. Now we're going to go down. Just trying to educate you guys, all right? I'm trying to find that thing from George Soros, and once in a while, I try to wake you guys up. Because remember, when it comes to trading, everyone's a child, including most of you.
I remember that tweet. I actually wrote a
you know who this is? Who is this? What's the picture of this?
The hot roof monkey jumping on the hot roof.
Yeah, but that's a monkey. I know. We all like monkeys.
The traders that jump.
Traders. That includes all of you and me sometimes. We're always jumping on hot tin roofs. And what is the hot tin roof? The market. But most traders, they're this. So you keep on jumping on hot tin roofs, selling at the wrong time, freaking out and texting me. And I say, you know, I try to say, you know, look at my charts, whatever. That's all of us. Some of you jump more, I jump less. So please, print and save this picture. Called MOHTR, monkey on a hot tin roof. So George Soros is basically one of the biggest hardcore anti-American European hedge fund traders So when you see those futures like go down like 30 points, it's George Soros and his gang at work, and the whole bunch of them. It's in there sometime, somewhere. All right, let's move on to the next chart. I'm gonna close this out. I'm so freaking tired. All right, VIX. Wow, it's like I don't know what to say. And by the way, guys, make sure to wash your hands and don't touch your face while you're trading or working. And if you're out with some guys at the bar, don't go to that bar. I'm dead serious. Stay away from crowded places. This coronavirus shit is serious stuff. By the way, can you guys see my screen with a couple of my screens in the back? There are much more. I actually left it on today. Do you guys see the
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, right? Next time I'm gonna show my ugly face. Then you guys are gonna get really scared. So anyway, I'll put one of my cute dogs on there. They'll be talking while I talk from the back, right? So this is serious crap. Like, wow. That's like, I should say, any woman in here? No, right? Okay, okay. Somebody can listen. That's like you going to a Victoria's Secret show back in the 1990s or 2000s. All right. Okay, let's move on. So this is unprecedented. But the worst part is the actual sell-off is not over because the full stochastics is still not up there, but getting up there. So that's the scary part. That's the weekly VIX. Aldi, remember what the VIX is, right?
Yeah, the opposite of the market.
Right. What is it? What does it mean? It means fear. Fear. This is the sign of fear. Okay? The VIX is going nuts. So let's take a short-term look at the VIX. Wow, that's breaking out too. Let's take a look at the, so this I could know where to run aside from stocks that we make money on. What's the first stock we're gonna make money on? We have made a ton load of money on, and we're still long. Somebody throw it out. Oscar, what was our biggest winners this morning? Were you cha-chinged all the way? Soros was 10 hours ago, American flag image. What is that? That's like crypto language. I don't understand what you said, Jason. Soros was 10 hours ago, American flag image. What the hell does that mean? I have no idea.
I think he's trying to say your tweet that you tweeted was 10 hours ago. So when you scroll down, it says like how many hours.
Ah, American flag image. Thank you, Jason. I am so sorry. I just didn't understand the way you wrote it. I'm clueless, remember? Yes, thank you. Exactly. Thank you. All right. What's the first major stock we have been making money on? Somebody just throw it out. Forget it. Can't wait for you kids. Teladoc. I am so hot on Teladoc. I was hot on Teladoc in not necessarily 60s and 70s. This is not a Beatles concert, guys. The stock went to 150. Very few of you were in there, but my boy Heisenberg, Oscar, and a few others were in there. The stock's going higher. Now, why is it going higher? What does Teladoc do that's so great? I was in Teladoc between 60s and 70s, well beyond Mr. Kramer started pushing it on his show.
Remote doctor service.
Right. This is the ultimate 21st century advanced thing. Teladoc works with United Health and all the major insurers. They love it. Who wants to go to a frigging doctor's office, which I do time to time? My wife has to because she has her back issues. And sit there for an hour so the doctor can see you. On a minor stuff, why can't you just remote with the doctor, do a teleconference with the Apple iWatch and stuff? He knows all your vitals. You drop a little blood test the next morning at the doctor's office. Done deal, right? Teladoc does all that. How much money does it save insurance companies? How much money does it save insurance companies and yourself? Because even if you have insurance, there's a copay with the doctor, right? No one's responding. Great. We live in America. Broadband. Are you guys answering my question? Yes or no?
Saves a lot from co-payments and other costs that the doctors get paid from insurance companies.
Z, I'm going to release you from your prisons. You know, people are just moronic. Nobody seems to respond, whatever. I'm just really getting tired. Okay. Thank you for your answer, Z. I'm really getting tired. People are like, oh, it's a dick. I don't care. 160, 200. Stock's going here. Told you guys to buy it here. Told you guys to buy it here. Don't want to buy it. That's your problem. Let's move on to the next one. I ask a question and no one answers. It's so annoying. What are you guys scared of me? I'm going to bite your head off. Just trying to freaking help you guys, all right? Okay. Codex is a complete spec plate. Complete spec plate. Told you guys to buy it here at around 370, around that level. 340, 370. That was my first entry. The stock went berserk. I have no idea what the stock is going. I have no idea what the. Let me finish. Don't interrupt me. I have no idea what the stock is going. So it's complete spec play. You can buy it here, play it for 20 again, but you got to put some stop losses underneath. When I bought it here, I didn't have any stop losses. I sold my first lot around 6, second lot around here, third lot around here. I was nowhere around the $20 level. Next one that I like, which is the real company, mRNA. Moderna, out of Boston, Massachusetts, real people, no bullshit. I have no idea what Codex does. I'm just playing the charts. So Moderna kept on telling you guys to buy all the way here, 17, 18, 19, 20, stock goes to almost 40. Right now, it fell back. I sold it around here, around, I actually sold it around the low 30s. Mid 30s, I just had a few options left, sold it. I was not there at 38. I went in and bought it back around 25, stocked at 27. Moderna, on the weekly chart, is going, in my opinion, this is a real company, so it doesn't matter. The earnings were great. They're in the coronavirus space. I can predict out $42.50. $42.50. That's it, $42.50. So even if you buy it here, you can put a little stop loss. If you buy the stock, if you buy the options, who cares? Dollar cost average down. Real company, look at the frigging volume. Look at the frigging volume. What was the average volume? Can somebody tell me what was the average volume? This is called volume. Is it amount of stocks traded?
7.5.
Of course, Z always steps in to save everybody's butt. You guys understand what this man is doing for you, Mr. Zafar? He's trying to teach you guys what things you guys should already know. And I am so tired of looking at the thing. Get somebody get a headset for the people who keep on typing in. Yeah, the average volume is how much, see?
7.5.
What the hell are you talking
Well,
about?
wait. Sorry, that's 5,844.
What the hell are you talking about, see?
Am I seeing the wrong? Let me 1 second.
No, you are just not being focused. You're too smart to do this. It's like my kid when he was young and he used to like get around and to coach him math. My wife actually taught him most math, and I said, "What the hell are you doing?" I wasn't that rigid. No wonder he's so freaking smart. This
I'm
is the
sorry, I was
volume.
looking
This
at
is
the
the
days
volume.
volume.
No,
Yeah,
you are looking
right
at
place,
the thing
wrong
here.
place.
No, that's not what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
That's not how you look at. The average
Yeah.
volume is what? You look on the right-hand side.
The right-hand side, yeah. What is it, like 14, is it in thousands, Ks, 150K or 15,000?
No, it's in the millions.
Millions, okay, 15
That's why
million?
that just so everybody knows, it's millions. Okay, so the average volume is what?
15, 16.
Correct. Thank you very much. 15, 16 million. What was the volume this week? What
That
was
I
the
can't-
volume this week?
220 million.
Thank you very much. So it jumps from 16. It jumps from 16 to 220. That is a rise of percentage-wise, a rise of how much? Like 100. 220 divided by 16 is a rise of almost 14 times 100 of almost like what? Like 140%, right? In volume. You don't even have to do the percentages. Just look at the picture. Do you see what the stock was average trading in when we were telling people to buy? I've been telling people to buy not since August. I've been telling people to buy Moderna since about November, if you guys remember. Moderna is from Boston. Boston has the smartest people in the world. Okay? Look at the volume. So what the hell happened here? Was it like a couple of Martians came in, or my grandma from heaven came in and said, oh, I'm going to buy Moderna? Institutions got in hard. Moderna was that heavily shorted. This is not Tesla. It's not a love-hate relationship. This is a relationship about finding your new love. Tesla's like the hot girl you love and hate. Moderna is the girl, or for people who have partners, for the guy that they like Budacek. Okay, God bless him. It's like the guy you love. It's like you found him. Well, you found it, except we told you guys to buy it before the market found it. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. So friggin' buy that stock. This is real deal. Their vaccine, I mean, I've pushed it so much. I told you the NIH had signed up with Moderna, and yet many of you didn't buy it. Yes or no? Just admit it. Once you admit your guilt, God will forgive you and you'll be richer. Did you guys not listen to what I kept on saying to buy this stock? Yes?
Yes, I didn't buy it, I'll admit.
Exactly. Well, good. You sinned on Moderna. So now, hopefully, you can make money on it. Buy it! Gilead Sciences. We make money on it and it comes down. The stock is still going higher. Told you guys to buy it all the way down here. All the way down here. Stock goes to 78. I explained it in my last video. This is major resistance. Guess where it went? To major resistance. Guess where the sell came? At major resistance. I have so many calls on Gilead. It was a gift. Just the first time? No. And my good friend Heisenberg, Oscar, had the same thing. So I repeat, this is the way Gilead works. It's a boring stock. It's not as sexy as Moderna, but the stock is going to go to 78. It did. So resistance, what happens? It pulls back. We want to buy it around here. You want to buy the March, April calls, and the stock will go to 84. You want something slow. You don't have to watch like every 5 minutes, like your crazy Spanish girlfriends used to date when you were like 18, 19, 20, 21, right? And they kept on slapping you, but you kind of still liked it, right? Except you didn't marry her. You married a quiet one that who liked you. right? I shouldn't just say Spanish, that might sound racist, but anybody, right? You buy the ones that are going to have kids with you. Well, you're going to have kids with Gilead, okay? The stock is going to, Gilead Sciences is going to go to $90 at some point this year. So somebody says, oh, show me Apple. Yeah, I'll show you Apple. Show me a coronavirus, I'll show you Apple. There's nothing to do with Apple. I bought some cheap calls at 90 cents. They were down to 42 cents. I bought more. And unless things slow down, and this is obviously a major thing. Apple, in my opinion, I mean, seriously, if shit hits the fan, Apple's going to go to 263. My few lottos, I'm going to get blown out of it. I'm not going to get hurt. I'm not going to like it, but I'm not going to get hurt. This is your weekly chart. This is one heck of a drop. Now, this is your weekly chart. This is the why we like charts. They show us the direction. Look at the daily. The daily is telling us if all hell breaks loose, we're going to 264. I don't want that. Let's look at the hourly. The daily charts are telling us that if we have a small reprieve in the market, less coronavirus, Apple stores are selling more volume. They're all reopened, by the way, most of them. Then the stock can go up to 281. I'm happy. That's what I do as a trader. 5, 6, 7, 8 points, no problem. No problem. What's my downside? 265. I'll buy it here. This is called tactical trading. The longer term picture, leave it for the fund managers. You're not a fund manager. You're not a hedge fund manager. You're just a trader. Some of us trade with some amount of money. Some of us trade with small amounts of money. It doesn't matter. You can buy those calls at 60, 70 cents. And if the stock does turn around and just goes here, you're going to make 400% on your money. Am I clear on that?
Yes.
Okay, that's it. Good night, guys. That's all I'm going to say. Showed you the pictures of the market. Futures are only up 3 right now. That's the last thing thing. And by the way, all the people who signed up for the ACS session Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m. sharp. Cancel all your appointments. We're doing a nice group sessions. We're going to start with the basics. Jason and Aldi, Al, all you people. Ray, want to get you guys together, man. You need to guys, let's get everyone moving. Okay. A lot of volatility this evening. I used to trade futures a bunch of years ago, and I'm going to go back to it. The problem is that when you trade futures, it's very profitable, risky, of course, but very profitable. With my charts, it's actually very profitable. But then I wouldn't be awake in the morning. Then what are you guys going to do? I'll be sleeping till like noontime. Who's going to walk the dogs? Right? Who's going to walk my dogs? Who's going to help my traders? So I stopped trading futures. But I'm going to start doing it. If I stay up till late and, watch my favorite Netflix shows till like 1, wake up at 5, check the markets. So this is where we are right now. So the 1-hour chart looks pretty damn good based on everything. And I can see the markets going up. If the markets even go up to, remember, you just want small pieces. I told you guys to buy the SPY calls. So if the market goes up even to here, 29.87, you made 60% on your money. If the market goes up here where the breakdown happened, you're going to make 200% on your money. That's all. You don't need me. The coaching sessions, you need me. But before that, look at these charts. Look at every chart that I post. You guys are smart, man. Don't make yourself look like stupids. You guys are smart. Look at the chart. We're going to start talking to you. It's not that difficult. It takes a little bit of time. Some people are faster. Some people are slower. But everybody loves one thing. What is that everyone loves before I go?
Can you,
Money.
Said that? Who said that?
Audi.
Exactly. All of us care about one thing in this business: money. And that money is for our families, for our charities, for helping other people, for a few luxuries that we have. That's what we do. This is not goddamn charity for everybody else. This is charity for our families first, for our church, for our mosques, for our synagogues, to helping our people, to helping America, helping our veterans. We are a big, big giver of veterans charities. And PTSD soldiers. I work as a volunteer once or twice a month with a couple of organizations in New York. That's what it's all about. It's about money. Without money, it's all bullshit talk, guys. Okay? So focus, learn how to make money. This business is beautiful. It's not easy. It's easy when you know what you're doing. This market is so dangerous, and many of us are still making money. Good night, guys. God bless you all.
Frank,
This conference will now be recorded.